So I'm Mark. I'm Digital Strategy Director at Newicon. I've moved into a sales and marketing role over the last year. Predominantly, I come from a design background. Yeah, we just wanted to share our knowledge of how we help tech startups in the region and organizations who are looking to create products or streamline operations. We use all sorts of different digital technologies, web and mobile, to do that, and work on some IoT projects too. So we wanted to give people a broad spectrum of how you can solve problems using digital solutions, how we use design techniques to bring ideas to life, the idea.
Well, I suppose, look, are you able then maybe just to talk us through what event you're going to be putting on for the festival?
Yeah, of course. So we're calling it Fueling Innovation. What we're trying to do is show people how you can identify problems in the world or in your business. If you're an entrepreneur and you're looking to solve problems in the world, then whether you've got a very basic idea or a solution, or whether you're just exploring that, we're going to take people from design thinking through to design doing, which basically means that we look at problem spaces and explore those. And then we move into, from an ideation phase, into identifying who that problem's being solved for, the personas, the environment that that problem's existing in. And then we start to work into solutions to show people how to quickly develop ideas and then look at those sort of high impact, low effort solutions that you can take forwards. And then from that sort of design thinking ideation phase, we're going to show how we bring things to life very, very quickly for clients. Not just show how we do it, because this isn't about saying you have to be a designer. This is trying to make innovation accessible for anyone. So this is showing how you can get a bit of paper, get up on a whiteboard and start to come up with these ideas. And you don't have to be a graphic designer to start thinking about user experience and how something hangs together to make a really good solution. So we're trying to make all areas of that accessible. And then we're going to go through to show how you can bring it to life. And then later, how you can take that to market, how you can test those assumptions with people, get real feedback, how you can then take that product to something that's been developed and then take it to market. Because ultimately you can have the best product in the world, but if nobody knows it exists, then what's the point, right? So with our sort of digital marketing hat on, Richard, my colleague, Richard O'Brien, will be doing a talk on that sort of fueling innovation and showing how we can do a launch pad and how you can sort of attract your users, where they hang out, how you can convert them to come onto your platform and hopefully become, raving fans, as we call it.
And I suppose who's the event aimed at, Mark? Is it sort of CEOs, founders, MDs, or can it be open to people that are just sort of aspiring and maybe thinking about sort of launching something or working in an organization and wanting new ideas? Who would benefit best, or who's it open to?
Yeah, pretty much all of that, actually. We do niche down in some areas of the business, but we have always prided ourselves on being very broad. And I thought, well, why not, show that in the talk that we do? So we will be appealing to all of those people, because we have large organizations we work with, like Airbus, and they have, big operational efficiency challenges, big amounts of data and disparate systems and communication to Toulouse, to Bristol, and all those challenges. So I think it can appeal to CEOs of large businesses and operations directors who are just trying to solve that. We often say that lots of great ideas in big businesses get left on the shop floor, where the guy who actually does the work has a great idea. They are entrepreneurial. They're just working within a big organization. And it might be the guy, doing the lathing, the CNC cutting on the shop floor, that has a good idea, but he has no idea how to work with his departments to bring it to life. And we can help with that. And also on the flip side, you have, those tech startups, those people who have just come up with idea, had that light bulb, back to the future flux capacitor, as I call it, moment. And, they again, there's like, where do I start? Product market fit and all that side of things is important. But sometimes just visualizing it and just bringing it to life visually gives everyone something to talk around. So we really want to appeal to those people too, that just want to flesh out an idea and just create something that they might want to take to an investor. And sometimes you just need something to come to life to do that with. A PowerPoint only gets you so far. So.
And then I suppose just the final question from my perspective is sort of, why are you keen to be involved in a festival, and why do you think it's sort of important for the city?
Yeah, we've always wanted to give back to Bristol, but just that learning side of things, we're not doing this to be a sales pitch. We're doing it that we want people to have a go. We want more innovation in the city. We want more people to think that they can do this. And it's not as hard as people make out, and I just, we've been doing it for 15 years. So I suppose that's easy for us to say, but we want to impart our knowledge on everyone else to see that this is the sort of thing that you can get Not saying that you can do everything without a subject expert, but there is a lot you can do to get from A to B and just move your project forward, to move your innovation forward. So that's our main driver, to teach people. We want to educate. So.
Good, good. And anything else? Anything else people need to be aware of, or sort of anything else you want to kind of get across?
Um, I mean, we're a bit unusual that we are half digital agency and the software house side, but because we've got clients like Airbus, we do a lot of IoT work. So, connected devices to the internet. And we've got a bit of an announcement we're going to make at the end of the show about an exciting partnership. And we want to just talk about how design can be more than just digital. We are working with physical products meeting the connected world. These days, even your car's connected, so there's so many areas that are quite exciting in that. And there isn't that many companies in Bristol that talk about that side. I think they either seem to be on one side of the fence or the other. And we are a bit different, that we sort of cross that chasm. So that's something we want to sort of get across and say that, this can be your smartwatch connecting to your mobile phone and whatever in between. So that's exciting. And we've got a bit of news to share at the end of the talk on that. So
Sounds good. I look forward to seeing what that is then.
yeah.
Do you know when and where the event's happening, just to get people to know?
Yeah, Tuesday, 4:30, and we'll be doing it at the Engine Shed.